Hello friends, I welcome you all to our YouTube channel Adapt, Learn and Grow Together. Here we have Miss Sia who is a teacher and we have Mr. Ram who is an Excel expert. In this session, we will be solving the same business problem, which is the assignment tracker, and would make more visually appealing trackers using conditional formatting. So this was the assignment submission tracker that we created in our last session. It was created using checkbox and Excel functions. Now we plan to create an assignment submission tracker using the conditional formatting feature. Let us now move to our Excel sheet to discuss this further. Now let us try building this tracker, that is assignment submission tracker, using the conditional formatting option. Here, instead of checkboxes, we will use binary input, that is 1 is for completed and 0 is for pending. So if we take Ram as our first example, we can see clearly that Ram has submitted assignment 1, 2, 3 and assignment 4 and 5 are still pending. Hence, we can say that 3 out of 5 assignments have been completed by Mr. Ram, and that progress is being shown in this bar as well. So 3 out of 5 is 60%, which is getting shown in the submission progress column, and in the pending progress column, again 2 out of 5 are still pending, hence it is showing 40% bar graph. So how did we achieve this? We have achieved this visually appealing submission tracker with the help of conditional formatting. Now let us see how we are able to get these icons, what is the input which is required to be entered, and how we can get this icon being populated basis the entry done by the end user. Let us now try to add one more student, Arjun, and see how can we apply the same conditional formatting to the assignments submitted by Arjun. Let us see and understand when do these icons are populated and what is the condition behind it. So if we enter 0 as a value to this cell B13, a red icon with cross is getting populated. In case if I update the value present in cell B13 to 1, a green icon with a tick sign is getting populated. Now to apply the same conditional formatting, we will select the cell B18, which is assignment 1 for Arjun, and inside the home tab, we will go to conditional formatting. Inside the conditional formatting, we will click on new rule, and inside the new formatting rule, in the edit the rule description, we will update the format style to icon sets. Here we are being asked to select the icon style. In our case, we want this icon style to be selected or to be applied. We will select that icon style, and in our case, the values basis which these icons are to be populated are binary numbers. So I'll put the type as numbers for both. Also, we will update this to cross sign and this to exclamation sign. Now, if we see this condition, it tells us that this icon will get populated when the value of the cell is greater than equal to 1, and this icon will get populated when the value in the cell is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 1, and this exclamation will be populated for all the data entry where the value is less than 0. Now click on OK, and this conditional formatting is applied to the selected cell. Now if I enter 1, the tick icon is getting populated, and if I enter 0, a cross icon is getting populated. This looks a little different because it is populating the icon along with the value. Now if we only want the icon to be populated basis the value that we enter, just like the case with other students. Let us again go back to conditional formatting. This time we will select manage rules and we will select the first rule and click on edit rule button. We can see that there is a checkbox which provides us with an option to show icon only. So this will take the input and return only the icon as an output. Now click on OK, then apply, then OK, OK again. We can see that because we have entered 0 as in value, the cross sign is getting populated. If I change this value to 1, a text sign will get populated. Now applying the same formatting for cell C18, D18, E18 and F18, we are able to capture progress of the assignment submission for Arjun in a visual way, where 1 stands for a text sign and 0 means cross sign. Now, the second part of this is creating the progress bar. We can create these progress bars by using COUNTIF and COUNTA function. Remember, the user should make sure that these cells are filled with binary input, that is either 1 or 0. Now moving to the next part, which is creating the submission progress bar for each student. This can be achieved by using two Excel functions which are COUNTIF and COUNTA. So let us first count the number of cells which have 1 as an input. So our range to be considered is starting from cell B18 to cell F18. Then our criteria is 1. So count all the cells that have 1 as an input value. Now if I press enter here, I can see there are 4 assignments that are marked as completed and assignment 2 for Arjun is marked as pending. Now if I click enter here, the output that we are getting is 4. It matches with what we were expecting. Now if I want to check for the submission progress, I will divide this output with the number of assignments that are to be submitted, which I can simply achieve by using the COUNTA function. Again, we are selecting the same range and closing the function, and then we are pressing enter. This time we want the result to be in percentage. So we are getting the output as 80%, which means that 4 out of 5 assignments have been submitted by Arjun. On similar lines, we can create a pending progress tracker. Now once we have the values here, let us create the progress bars. We can achieve this by again going to the conditional formatting option, then selecting the data bars, and inside the data bars you have options. Either you can use gradient fill, or you can use solid fill, or you can go for more rules option. Let us click on more rules option, and here instead of solid fill, let's select gradient as an option and select green color for the submission progress. Here we will change this type from automatic to number. For maximum also we will change the type from automatic to number. So here when we're using numbers, we are saying that minimum value should be 0 and maximum value allowed should be 1. We will click on OK and see that there is conditional formatting applied here. We can use the same functions with only one change. This time criteria would be 0 as we are calculating the pending progress, and the rest formula remains the same. So it is telling us that 20% of the work is pending and 80% is submitted. Now if I change this value from 1 to 0, the change will get reflected in both the progress bars. Yes, so now it is 40% pending and 60% submitted. I hope this session was helpful. We will meet again in our next session with some more interesting topics.